Video games of the 2000s molded the music taste of an entire generation.
The video game soundtracks that we used to get back in the early 2000s were some of the greatest video game soundtracks that we have ever had. These soundtracks weren't just your average background noise, they were generational anthems. You didn't just hear a song in a game, you discovered it, you lived it, and now, decades later, you remember it like it was burned into your soul. You boot up SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, and boom! Animal I Have Become by 3 Days Grace hits you like a steel chair to the face. You play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and suddenly you're moshing in your bedroom to Goldfinger's Superman like you're at a Warped tour. These weren't just songs. They were cultural resets. The early 2000s had peak gaming soundtracks because the people making these games actually had taste. Need for Speed, Underground 2, absolute banger of a lineup. That soundtrack alone had more adrenaline than the entire Fast and Furious franchise. Fast forward to now, and what do we get? Generic orchestral filler, royalty-free electronic beats, and sad attempts at curating cool playlists that sound like a corporate intern made them. No risks, no raw energy, just soulless background noise. The only game that we're getting a good soundtrack from these days is Grand Theft Auto. The early 2000s didn't have that problem because they weren't just making games, they were making moments. And that's why those soundtracks will always be legendary. The music, the video games, the movies, the TV shows, the vibe of the early 2000s is just something that we will never see or feel again. Everything now just seems so fake or so forced or just unoriginal, just being honest. I know that there was a song that instantly popped into your head at the moment you started watching this video. So comment below what that song is and what game it's from. And don't forget to like, share, and follow.